everybody. Good morning. Well, first of all, I hit the live button and I really wasn't prepared for going live. But what I want to talk about this morning is Jaguar Wright. And myself, I don't have nothing to do. So, when I'm feeling well, health is good. Still dealing with a few issues with this impacted tooth, but it'll be coming out soon. Hey, Riaz, how you doing? Everybody, please check out Young Riaz. He is a rapper from the UK. Young Riaz is a young, intelligent man, uh, and he knows the Holy Quran very well. Please check Young Riaz out. So, I am doing this show, and I do my shows, and I tell people, even though this is Hollywood mess, we're gonna break this down in regular streets. So we have here a Miss Jaguar Wright, who's been talking for years and years and years about the music industry. Okay, you had Jaguar Wright, you had Gene Deal, you had Orlando Brown, and all of these people said they were lying or crazy. Well, yesterday, at Miss Love, I go. He is another YouTube content creator and a great friend. And they are for the victims. And so you can take somebody like Jaguar Wright, who's been telling the truth about these people, and you can apply it to real everyday life. So you have children or adults that are now coming out saying the priest, the pastor, the uncle, my daddy, everybody touched them. And the sad part about it is nobody believes them. Nobody believes the victims. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I was a little hesitant. I was making excuses. Because, of course, when you love somebody the way I love Robert Sylvester Kelly, I still had to face the fact there was him on tapes, and everybody ain't telling the same lie. Even though I do feel as though he does have, Rob has some issues of his own. He was violated by a man and violated by his sister. And we know that hurt people. And when abuse is all you know, some people don't know what being normal is, okay? Now, I want you to listen to Eddie Griffin. And I love Eddie Griffin. He breaks this down.
Hello, and welcome to another installment of NNN, Good News Network, where we give it to you straight, no chase. Now, Piers Morgan had interviewed Jaguar Wright, which I tuned in, because Jaguar is like my auntie. Yeah, she gonna tell the goddamn truth no matter who the fuck it hurts. And truth like rain, it don't give a fuck who it fall on. That's no umbrella for the truth. So here we go. Truth be told, Piers Morgan and Jaguar, and she made some claims on Jay-Z and Beyonce, and had their lawyers contact Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan said this. Apology. Roland.
Well, Jaquar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. We apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Now what the hell? There's no freedom of speech in Britain no more? How the newscaster got to apologize for just reporting the news? Oh, so now censorship is trying to encroach on every form of life, not just on YouTube, not just on Instagram, Facebook, and all the rest of them motherfucking faces. No, now the motherfucking international news gotta apologize for just interviewing a newsworthy subject. Ain't this about it? So what Jaquar must be saying must be true, because how come they didn't send the lawyers after Jaquar? She the one that said it. Piers didn't say it. So what the is Piers gotta apologize for just handing the mic and letting her talk? Where is Jay-Z and Beyonce? Where y'all at in the world? We'll be right back with freedom of speech after this commercial break. Yeah, that's right. First Amendment.
See, what I like about this is I thought the same thing. Yeah, I'm covered up in my blankets. You know, it's fall here. I'm covered up. I thought the same thing. Like, why are they suing Piers? Why ain't they trying to sue Jaquar? Why aren't they suing Jaquar Wright? Y'all, it's winter here. I got my sweater on. I was gifted this cross yesterday, a purple cross. But why aren't they trying to sue Jaquar? Jaquar is the one that said it. Let me tell you something. You've got to take the stuff that's going on in Hollywood and you got to apply it to real life. And what I mean by that is all of this stuff is going on in communities and families, okay? Nobody's not paying attention anymore. You know, we like to sweep stuff under the rug. Ain't nobody talking about this stuff. Let me tell you something. You gotta start paying attention. There is so much sex trafficking, especially with the children now. Children are being exploited. Children are being able to butcher themselves and alter themselves and change their sexual gender. I'm not down with none of that stuff. And I'm gonna speak because I do have my freedom of speech. Parents, you need to sit down with your kids and you need to tell them, if anybody touches them, you got to get deep with this. You got to say, they might tell you, if you tell your parents, your parents won't believe you. Your child should be able to say, ha ha, my parent told me you would tell me that, I'm still telling. If you tell your parents that I did this, they're gonna believe me. Child should be able to say, ha ha, my parent told me you would say that. If You tell your parents they might kill me, unalive me. My parents told me that you would say that. You've got to have these uncomfortable but make them comfortable conversations with your children. I don't know what 2024 done taught y'all, but I know 2024 done taught me that we are looking at stuff that's happening right before our eyes with the children. And that bothers me. That bothers me. I'm out here in the community and I'm working with young girls. We're teaching them etiquette, how to set tables, how to be nice young ladies. It's some things, that we can't teach them because their parents might get mad. So I'm saying this, and I'm saying this to even the grandmothers, and great-grandmothers. You got to sit down and you got to talk to your kids, girls and boys. 2024 done taught me that this stuff is alive and well, and people are turning a blind eye. Like, nobody's talking about it. Yesterday, when I was in Atmos Love Show, we had a lady who said that she finally was brave enough to tell that her father had molested her. And she was getting flack. This is some sick stuff that's going on. It's been going on. And what are you going to do as a citizen, as a caring person? What are you going to do? What are you going to do if your child comes to you and tell you somebody has been touching them? This stuff has got me like, this is some stuff that's just got me where I'm speechless. I'm speechless. So people that do tell the truth, they get laughed at, they get talked about, and nobody believes them. And I'm going to say, hey, I can stand to be corrected. I was like, oh, they did it for the money. Oh, they did it. It still don't matter. No child should be used as the XEX person. I have not listened to music. I'm just sitting here like, there are so many children that are walking around with so much pain and hurt. But my question is, even though this is on a big Hollywood thing, it's still happening in your local communities, in your families. Now, I was touched by 2 family friends. Not the family members, not the cousins, none of them. What are people gonna do when the victim comes to them? So everybody's saying, oh, Jaquar Wright she was telling the truth all along. Gene Deal was telling the truth. Hey, Eugen Bliss. Hey, Wellness. Hey, Tamika. Hey, I Bring It. Hey, Young Riaz. But what are y'all going to do? And I'm telling this to all of my people that listen to the show, that follow me. I know I might be a little bit too much, but I didn't live to get to be 62 years old, survive the streets, survive cancer, survive life, survive abuse, survive addictions, to keep my mouth shut now. I'm going to tell it the way I see it. I'm asking all of y'all, because this is a big problem now. What are you going to do when your grandchildren come to you and say they have been abused? So while some people now are saying, oh boy, Jaquar Wright is telling the truth, Orlando Brown was telling the truth, Cat Williams, Gene Deals, are you going to go to that family member who told you? Or that friend? Or in your church when they accused a pastor or somebody of telling when they make accusations against them, are you going to go to that person now and say, well, I believe you? This is just some food for thought. I got something to say about everything. And I'm going to keep on using my platform to speak up about anything I want to, anything that come on the news. Please keep the survivors of Hurricane Milton, the people of Florida, then the other hurricane before that, Helene. Please keep them in your prayers. These people are still suffering. No food, no lights, no groceries. They've lost everything. They've got to rebuild. They've got to rebuild. So hopefully the government will give them every dime they need to rebuild. Again, FEMA should be down there cutting checks like they cutting checks to the migrants. Those people shouldn't have a worry in the world. And they should not have to wait. They should have cards ready for them like they do the migrants. Food cards, money cards, everything. That's April Showers. That's my story for right now. I might be back 2 or 3 more times today. Who knows? But everybody, y'all have a great day. Food for thought is everything's been exposed in 2024. Even though it's Hollywood, you got to still look at it. This is going on in communities and families. When are we going to break the cycle of generational curses? Y'all know about them old uncles and cousins, them touchy feely ones. And y'all just laugh it off. No, this stuff is serious now. It affects the children. It affects them. This is April showers. Please, have these uncomfortable conversations with your kids, nieces, nephews, your children. Let other people talk to your children too, in case they're not comfortable with coming to you. And you parents, don't get mad if an auntie or somebody else decides to talk to your child and say, I'm here if you need me to talk about anything. It takes a village. It takes a village. And we got to get back to that village. This is April showers. Remember, it takes a village. Y'all have a great day.